where we actually own up to our picks on Friday.
Oh, it's a lot of, sometimes our heart gets in the way of our minds.
Yeah. Don't let your heart pick what your mind is telling you not to.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's worse
Right.
organs to use to pick sporting events, I guess.
Yeah. Well, the heart or the mind, we might want to try another one because
Like the colon.
the colon may be,
I was thinking my butt picked that. That was a butt dial
The
pick.
butt pick.
Yep, that was a butt pick, and I should be kicked in the butt.
Well, right off the bat, your guys' hearts got in the way of your brains, and you both thought that the UConn men's basketball team was going to waltz into Omaha, waltz into Creighton, and rue the day.
Wrong, 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 wrong.
I
like that one.
I wanted to be wrong on this one, but I was right on this one. You guys were wrong on this
Pick
one.
Creighton.
I just, it's this team, man. This.
No, it's Jekyll and Hyde. This eighth grade team showed up instead of the UConn team, and they just got wiped. And I apologize. Andre Jackson was 0 for 4. I saw Sanogo
three?
took 7,
Yeah.
was 4 for 7, and I crossed up my number. It doesn't matter. I don't want Andre Jackson being a 3-point shooter. I don't want Sanogo being a 3-point shooter. I want my 3-point shooters being 3-point shooters.
I'm just frustrated because they're so good and they keep losing. And they're so much better than the teams they lose to. That's the thing. They're better than the teams they lose to. And then you see it in the first half. You see it through courses, like moments. They have moments of greatness. Sometimes against Marquette at the XL Center,
It's unbelievable.
it's all
unbeatable.
great. It's all
unbeatable.
It's unbeatable.
They were
I don't care if you got
unbeatable.
Edie, the kid from Purdue, playing center, and Allen Iverson 1 through 4.
Yeah.
Some-
Joel Embiid. He's coming into town with the Sixers, and we're just unbeatable.
These dudes, like Hawkins, can be the best shooter in the entire country. Caravan can be one of the best freshmen in the entire country. Sanogo could be one of the best centers in the entire country. Andre Jackson is the most athletic basketball player in the entire country.
I think they should hire Joe Madden as their travel person. So maybe they can all wear like stonewashed jean outfits on one trip, or wear sweatsuits on another trip, or wear like tie-dye stuff on another. Joe Madden was famous for really getting his team unified when they went on the road.
They always wore costumes sometimes too, or lightening it up.
But it was all unification. They all were unified in whatever they were going to do. And I think that he tried to simplify stuff for his team when they went on the road. And it was fun. You're talking about the big league level. Big leagues are supposed to be fun. College is supposed to be fun. Losing's not fun.
It was a fun atmosphere. It sure was fun.
For Creighton.
Yeah, it was even more fun. Like the last 3 minutes were not fun. For Creighton, it was great. It's great. For us, it wasn't fun. Not at all. No fun. However, now I dumped these points. You dumped these points. Curtis was the only one to realize, like, this women's basketball team is in some trouble. We put the line at 20.5. UConn women going to Georgetown. Now, if you're listening to the broadcast here on the radio, it's a back-to-back doubleheader where you're just coming off of a depressing finish, men at Creighton, going into a Georgetown game where Georgetown's got no business being in the game with our 5 that we're running out there. Throw Ayanna, a couple of minutes. Amari got a couple of minutes. Inez got a couple of minutes, but still. Our 5, if they were playing every single day of the week, they're still beating Georgetown. But Georgetown and like everyone else in this Big East, when they see blood in the water against this UConn women's team, they are going full force. And they made it very interesting. Aubrey Griffin, thank you. She showed up to play and basically.
UHAS threw an 18.
UHAS had a great game.
15 rebounds. Her double-doubles are fantastic. But listen,
These girls are taking some
Georgetown
hits.
won the first quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it interesting right off the bat. I mean, it's we come off the bus sometimes flat, men and women.
You and I thought it was going to be a no-problem game. It was Curtis Kaplan who said, nope, give me those points. This team makes me nervous right now, and this team's making me nervous as well.
Correct!
Dude, 2 huge games Saturday. Huge game Saturday. For the men, I already told you, it's that Seton Hall. To me, it's a playoff game. To me, it's a win, and you look a lot better than the other going into Selection Sunday. For the women, Villanova, Maddie Siegrist scored 51 points on the weekend. She had a game. She has 51 points. That is a record in NCAA women's basketball.
Yeah.
She's coming to beat UConn. She doesn't care about that 51. She doesn't care about winning the Big East. She doesn't care about the top 25 Villanova finds themselves in. She doesn't care about winning the Big East tournament. She wants to beat UConn. That's it. And that's the 18th. So February 18th, this
Circle
Saturday.
it on the calendar.
Double circles. It's a big doubleheader of hoops. Kurt, you were right on that one, by the way.
Good job.
Waste Management Open. We were all wrong. Dibs and I thought this was John Rahm's to lose. I guess it was. He
lost.
To the other best player in the world, Scotty Scheffler. Why didn't any of us pick
there's no
Scheffler?
competition.
Why- no.
Where's the competition tour? That's what it should be called.
It's in Live.
Dang.
It's at the Live.
I mean, you made a good point. Ricky Fowler was in the top 10.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody in Vegas had that on their picks.
He's loving life
He
right now.
he is loving life. His endorsers are happy. They're oh my God, Puma's like
Puma.
hey, there's a Puma dude in the top 10. It's awesome.
He's back.
All those millions we've been paying this guy.
Just got to get rid of the top 50.
underachiever.
And,
Yeah, we get rid of the top 25 and send them to the Live Tour.
things are looking good
Things
for
are
the Fowler
looking good
company.
for Fowler Cat. That Fowler Cat. Yeah.
We
Grading
both,
by the curve.
yep, grading by the curve, and he's doing well with it.
Did you see the dude that ran? Okay, we know this because we talked to so many different people from golf courses that they put dye and nasty stuff in the water.
Make it look better on television.
Yes. Did you see the dude run around in his underwear and dive into the water, get arrested? And it's the picture you thought it would look like, a total nerd jerk that, wrote some crap on his butt and then jumped in the water off the 16th hole. I mean, dude, that's some poison you just jumped into.
Right.
That's brilliant.
Right.
You're probably went to like MIT or Cal State Berkeley.
All right, let me just say this as a kind of a ask or a PSA, if you will, for Waste Management, Hole 16, and all of the city of Philadelphia. I understand, guys. You've created something that's a ruckus
It's yours.
situation in the world of sports. However, you are very close to the line right now. You are so close to ruining it for everyone. You want us to take your precious little Eagles team out of town and move it to Nashville? Wait, they already got one. Move it to Bangor, Maine? We'll do that. We'll do that. You want us to take your precious Waste Management tour and move it over to New Mexico? We could do that. Just, I love the fun. I love the rowdiness. There's just a line, and we need to adhere to it.
I mean, I don't
Do
even
not
care what
step over
sport
it.
it is. When you start chucking beer down, raining beer down on stuff because of a good shot.
No, that's great, though. That's a good time.
Since I've had beer thrown on me at baseball games when I was an active player, I don't find it
2021, there was that caddy that got smoked. That's last year. Just got smoked by one of those beers. Now, hole 16 for the Waste Management Tour was brutal this time around. A lot of people were not getting the birdies, not getting the pars. I don't know if it was the pressure or the situation of the weather.
It's the talent level. It's not there. If there was more talent there, I think those guys play better on 16.
It's going to be a very interesting Genesis, which is coming up with Tiger Woods in the mix, and the rest of the PGA stops for the next couple of months. I would go heavy on Rahm and Scheffler to win almost all of them.
See, I hate when I'm right, but I was right. Andy Reid hopes if Eric Bieniemy leaves, he will run the show. There you go.
Run the show that he's going to.
No.
If Eric Bieniemy leaves Kansas City, that he's going to run the show of the team he's going to.
No, if Andy Reid leaves,
Oh, well, yeah, if Andy Reid leaves.
he'd like Eric Bieniemy to stay
For sure.
and run the Chiefs, but
So
Eric
it-
Bieniemy's probably going to leave.
Correct.
Rightfully so.
Coin toss last night. Kurt, you were wrong. Dibs and I were right.
Tails never fails, baby.
Never fails. I think it's been a couple of years in a row now for Tails. It really got everybody started on some 10-game parlays. If anyone was to hit that with the Tails on top, nicely done. The other prop that we had, color of the Gatorade, we all got wrong. Dibs went red for Big Red or
I
possibly
thought
Philly.
Rihanna would be dressed in Gatorade red.
And she was.
She was.
I picked blue. It's been the last Gatorade the last 2 years, the Rams and the
You think
Patriots.
that's scripted, though? I think Gatorade scripts that.
First time for everything. And purple was your winning Gatorade?
Why did you do that? Why?
Kurt went lemon lime. That was not the right Gatorade.
That was
of
original,
choice.
though, and I've always been a fan
Yeah,
of it.
I'm a fan of all those.
I like the
flavors.
orange, too. Orange is good.
Purple was your winning Gatorade. The big game winner. Now, this was interesting. You boys both went Chiefs, and I went Eagles, and I have an excuse. I would not want to go Chiefs because then we would all agree. And the last thing I wanted, the absolute last thing I wanted was the Pups to be wrong. Now, if the Pups were to pick Eagles finagly during Who You Got, I would try to make the Pups right with my pick. That's the only reason I picked Eagles. Yes, I agreed with Anita, agreed with Brandon Lang, agreed with everyone who was picking the Eagles. But there's one thing they were missing. They didn't know about the CT Humane Society's pups. And the pups are never wrong, never lost. They are now 7-0. And congratulations, you guys sticking with it. I'd like to give a pat of myself on the back for not jinxing it. And we were all right, especially the pups. Once again, you
Brilliant.
can. Who was the stupid walrus in the Cincinnati Zoo?
The walrus?
Bubba the walrus. What is he? Is he a panda?
The hippo?
The hippo, yeah. Wrong. Not undefeated, I'll tell you that. Who's the other? There's this
Well, I think Fiona the hippo in
Fiona,
Cincinnati
yeah.
is born on my birthday.
Ooh.
And
Same
she's
age.
beautiful, exactly, in hippo years. Anyway, she picked the Chiefs.
Oh, did she?
It was
Okay.
Fritz, the husband,
Yes.
that picked the Eagles.
Wrong. Fritz, get out of here. And then I did see a whale of some sort at an aquarium pick the Eagles as well. That's all the animal reports I have for you. But the one that really counts is the pups of the CT
That's all that
Humane
matters.
Society, still undefeated. Super Bowl MVP. Dibs hit this right on the head. You went with Mahomes, and you were correct, sir. No brainer and well deserved, I thought. Now,
No, I don't agree with that. Hurts ran for 3 touchdowns, threw for another. Yes, he had the fumble, but
yeah, he had the fumble.
You and I could have thrown to those wide open dudes in the end zone.
Possibly, but no.
No,
Sorry.
302 to 182 in passing yards to Hurts goes to Hurts. Rushing yards,
No way.
70
Biggest
to 44
mistake of the
goes to
game.
Hurts. Yeah, it was the biggest mistake,
Biggest
but
mistake of the game. Plus Mahomes running on that ankle, especially that 26-yard gain that he
guy
had late
tied
in
a
the fourth
record.
quarter.
Terrell Davis got the MVP of the year. He ran for 3 touchdowns. I think Hurts running for 3 touchdowns as the QB, he's your most valuable player. Remember
Yeah.
Chuck Howley, losing team, Cowboys MVP.
It should
It's
be
happened before.
MVL, most valuable loser. Great job, man. We lost the game. You did great, though. I don't even think Jalen. If
Well,
you
you
gave
lost
that to
your
Jalen Hurts, he would drop kick it into the.
I would have
stands.
given who the dude that picked up the ball. I give him the fumble recovery touchdown. He should be
Bolton?
the MVP.
Almost had 2 because he was
Yeah.
on that
Michael's
one
brother.
that
Yeah.
Sanders dropped that they called an incomplete pass. Could have had 2. That would have been a big
Even
thing.
Tony on the punt return.
Oh, how about the Giants in general?
Yeah, good
Darius
job,
Tony
Giants. Yep.
sending them to Kansas City
Good
to
job.
beat Philadelphia. And, that Bradbury guy who got the holding at the end, he's from the Giants. Imagine the officials from
Their
New York,
fingerprints
too.
are all over this.
Would not be surprised. But that's who we had. We didn't do that bad. I thought we all had a hit except for golf on the weekend. But if you were to follow one of us, you would have been right. I think a lot of people, the easiest gift that we gave everyone, besides the pups, we tell you who's going to win the big game 7 straight years. And if you go against us at this point, then, shame on you. But the anytime Travis Kelce touchdown, we've been giving you that pick for 2 weeks with all the people that we've had on the show. That was easy money. Easy money.
I want to give a shout out to Bobby V's and Play Sugar House. I was there yesterday from
How'd that
3
go?
to 5.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Paul and Dan were there the entire
guys.
time. They were great. They had over 250 people that were settling in nicely. So I'm sure they enjoyed the place there. So we love Bobby V's and Play Sugar House. They're always great to us. So it was definitely worth it to go out there again on a Super Bowl and hang out
bet
and
that
say hello.
place was rocking.
A lot of love for the Rob Dibble Show. Had some people come up, take pictures and stuff like
yeah.
that. Take pictures and leave.
Really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
I know.
Kurt, you were there.
Yeah, I had Mama's meatballs.
You
Mama's
did.
meatballs. Tell me about this.
They're wonderfully delicious and so good for you.
Yeah, they are. Probably the best thing you've had to eat in the last 2
No,
years.
I met the new chef. They have a new chef
Again?
And they have some new items on the menu. stuff like that.
They're always upgrading.
So, and they got a Valentine's Day deal
Jeez,
coming up.
Look at you.
Oh yeah, and they've got all kinds of great stuff. So go to Bobby V's online and check it out, man. It's awesome.
Well, now my football betting has ended. The horses.
Yeah, they showed me
should begin.
your seat on the other side. Paul took me to Winners.
Nice.
Yeah, I see where you big league it up there in the rafters.
It's nice.
Met another guy came in as soon as I walked in. I won $348. Kind of scared me, but I was happy for him.
Good for him. Yeah. Then you got to take care of your best clients, you know. I like to get down and dirty, though. When I'm at Bobby V's, I like to be in the theater area when it really gets nasty and everybody's yelling at the screen about something.
True. Did you see the knuckleheads? How many people broke their TVs? That seems to be the new online thing, social media.
What is
So
it? It's just dumb.
I know big screens are a little bit less expensive, but to sit there in front of a total party at your house and bust up the TV because your Eagles lost, that's just idiocy.
Eagle fans need to get a grip.
They're not the only
Get
ones.
a
People did it
grip.
last week or 2 weeks ago, and
It's like the new trend, huh?
It is.
It's
It's
the
a
new
trend.
Tide Pod.
I'm going to go up and I'm going to smash my TV.
What are morons doing this week?
I agree.
Just some stupidity.
How can we lower the bar this week?
Just watching video from Philadelphia, man. It's like it should be sponsored by some rock climbing place because like just it's a free for all on climbing the city. Like, who wants to climb this thing? Let's climb it. And then we're going to get up there. We're going to go, yeah, I climbed it. And I'm going to jump down and break my collarbone in the name of the Eagles losing. Yeah.
So what happens though after? Who's this job sucks? Who's got to take the grease off the pole?
I'm imagining
Who's that dude?
I'm one of my favorite streets in all of America is Bourbon Street, and at 1 a.m. or no 3 a.m. every day in Bourbon Street, the fire department comes through the street and just hoses it down. It's the best way. It's the only way sometimes, and I think that in Philadelphia, after big sporting events, I would assume that the fire department, almost like a Ghostbusters ooze of sorts, oozes the place down.
I think you should take like 4 or 5 or 6 of the protesters, not protesters, the people that are climbing up the pole and stuff like
They're
that.
not protesters.
Whatever they are. They're jabronis.
protesting being losers to the Super
So
Bowl.
the jabronis, but we tape them together or we hook them together and then we make them wipe down the pole with their own clothes, and that's your punishment.
If you made it a game with points,
There
you
you
wouldn't
go.
have to do anything. They'd do it themselves. I got 7 grease poles on my shirt, man. New record this year. I'm going for 8 next year.
I mean, there's so many other things you could do. I'm going to go climb up on the bus stop and fall through with 10 other people and maybe die.
Put it on your Instagram, then you'll get a bunch of new likes.
How did you die? Oh,
Oh, yeah. But I got all these likes.
yeah. Fell through the bus stop and 10 people squashed.
Totally worth it, man.
Totally, man. I got
Totally
my
worth
15
it.
seconds.
Good for you.
All right, let's talk some UConn sports. Hockey, tough weekend. Men's basketball, really tough weekend. Women didn't cover the spread. But we'll talk about it all next on the Rob Dibble Show with Ben Darnell on your afternoon drive. It is Hangover Monday after the Super Bowl. Kirk Kaplan on the ones and twos. Thanks for joining us.